Okay, welcome to the next video. I'm going to show you how to create something now. Go in and type anything in and just see what happens. However, that's a great way to learn, but let's see if we can come up with an idea here. First of all, 334 credits. So I think I told you in the last video, you can get free credits by posting to Instagram, or you can buy credits. The maximum amount of credits per day is 35. You get 5 free just for having an account every day, and you can do 10 posts to Instagram, which will get you 3 credits per post, so 35 credits per day. So 334. Let's see how many we use in creating this, what we'll do. And I think a good example is we'll start with the most basics, and let's see if we can build a Borg cube orbiting the planet Earth. I'm a Star Trek geek, I love Star Trek, and I particularly like the Borg, but it will show you, and it's also a good way to start from something very simple to something quite complex. Now, the prompts, someone in the NightCafe Discord told me, use your prompts as if you're speaking to the AI, as if it's a child. Be as descriptive as possible. Now I'm going to show you how to go through that process, starting from the most basic kind of prompt, and we'll try and get a bit more complicated. So, what do I want? I'm looking for a Borg cube in space. Now I could put a really descriptive prompt in there to start with, but let's kind of start at the real basics, and we can see how it evolves. So I'm just going to put in a Borg cube. That's it. I'm going to start with artistic because I'm going to want to use coherent, so I'm going to use artistic to give me a starter image, and I'm leaving everything at the basic, everything at the basics, and I'm just going to put the number 1. In fact, I'm just going to put a random seed in, and just go to create. Now, when it's creating the artwork, so this is on the NightCafe guys servers, so it can be queued. It wasn't queued for very long there. It's now running, and you can watch what it's doing. So again, it was in the basic settings, so that's 200 iterations. It shows you an image every 50 iterations, so we can watch it being created here. It gives you an overview of what the settings are. So the seed, it's a short runtime. The initial resolution is the thumb, which was, in the initial settings, and as you can see here, it's creating our basic Borg cube. It already looks Borgish, cubish. If you don't know what a Borg cube is, the Borg cube, let's have a peek. I'll get you a better picture than that. Ah, well, there you go. So that's what we're after. We're going to try and create something like that. So we've used 1 credit and we've got that. Wow, it's a bit strange. I don't know what's going on down here. That'll be to do with the seed, but we're just going to ignore that. So once you've done it, you've got all of these options, and you can like it. People can actually buy your prints from NightCafe. That's another video. You can enhance it. So at the moment, it's just a thumbnail. You can boost it up to these, and there's a price and credits related to that. You can download it, share it, duplicate, or evolve. So we want to make it better, so we're going to evolve it. So if we hit evolve, it takes us back to here, but as we scroll down, you can see that is now a start image. So we're going to go into coherent, and I'm going to go the long way. You'd maybe want to add some more stuff here, but I'll just do this just so you can see what happens to coherent. What happens to it when we just use coherent. The same seed is there. You could change the seed if you want. You can put an accuracy boost, but I'm keeping it basic at the moment, and I'm going to leave the runtime to short. That's what it was saying on the basic overview of the settings in the thumbnail. So let's see what the just moving over to coherent does. So that's what the prompts were, as I showed you. and it's starting with that image this time instead of starting from nothing. So let's see what it does. And again, you can come in here and watch what happens. As you can see, it's still rendering. Coherent tends to take longer than Artist. I think, no idea why. Someone in the Discord will let you know if you feel the need. While it's doing that, I'll just have another wee explore, see what's going on. Nice mountain. Interesting. Huh. I kind of like that. Okay, so there we go. As you can see, it's still running, but that's 36% done. It's definitely more cube-like, and that's starting to look pretty good to me. So what we're going to do once this is finished is try and elaborate on our prompt and maybe add some modifiers that we think may help us with our final goal of, you know, having it over, you know, the planet Earth. So I think it's finished. Yeah, so we'll go back to evolve. Okay, so adjectives and nouns, that's really what we want in here, and we want to be as descriptive as possible. So I am going to put a giant green Borg cube orbiting the planet Earth. That will do for the time being. I am going to add another prompt line, but I'm going to use that for modifiers. Now, a couple of reasons for this. You can just put the modifiers in there if you want. I like to have different modifiers on different lines so that I can change the weight of the modifier. Basically, the weight is directly related to how much it affects the outcome. Up there, it'll affect it a lot. At 0, which is there, it'll affect it not at all, and you can actually completely remove it altogether. There's an art to the negative weights. Again, ask in the Discord, they'll be happy to help. So, what am I after? I'm after something really futuristic, spacey. So we're going to go in here and I'm going to see if I can find some modifiers that are going to help me with that. 3D for sure. Some high-end resolution, definitely. I want it to be beautiful. Behance tends to make it pretty cool looking as well. I'm going to use some concept art. I want it to be a concept. I want it to be detailed. What else can we use? HDR as well, tends to be high def. And I'll get some volumetric lighting in there and maybe some sunshine rays. I want it to be, I'll get some hyperrealism in there, and that's it. So we've kind of boosted that up just by doing this. I'm also going to try, and no, we'll just leave it at that, see what it does. I'm going to take it back to artistic, or should I leave it at coherent? I'm going to take it back to artistic because I want it to be a bit more artistic. I want it to be more flamboyant so that I can chip away at it with coherent. So again, we'll just leave all the settings. I'm going to change the seed though. I've just randomized the seed. I'm going to leave everything else at the basics and go back to it. Now, when this is finished, I'm going to take it into coherent and I'm going to add some other stuff. And the things I'm going to add are artists because I want to use their styles. So I want some sci-fi stuff. So I've got a list of sci-fi artists somewhere. Here we go. So I'll just go and have a wee look at them. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at one of his galleries. See what this guy gets up to. That's not really what I'm after at the moment. Let's see what Wayne Hag is. One of them is, yeah, let's have some of that. And the other thing I want to find is Spacescapes. I don't even know if it's a thing, but I'm going to search for it. Well, that, wow, okay, cool. Spacescape artists. So I'm looking for something kind of like that. So let's have a look and see if there's an actual artist that does that. You know, I would love to have the Borg cube up here, overlooking by deep chrome. Right, I don't know if the AI will find this, but I'm going to use it because I'm hoping that the influence of this artist will shape my picture somewhat. So, right, let's have a look and see what we've got. Wow, it's a bit weird, isn't it? It's kind of got, I don't know, is that Earth in there? So let's evolve this somewhat. So let's go for a magnificent spacescape. No, a magnificent giant green Borg cube orbiting the planet Earth in a fantastic spacescape by deep chrome. Hopefully that'll it'll use him to influence that. I'm going to add another prompt, and I'm down here. In fact, here I'm going to add another prompt to kind of reinforce the planetary aspect. So I'm going to try and put in here Borg cube. I'm just going to put orbiting the Earth from above. So I'm using orbiting the Earth to try and reinforce these words here, to try and bring the Earth more into it. I'm going to add another one. I'm just going to put Borg cube in there. Hopefully reinforce Borg cube as well. And this one I'm going to put by, and where is the artist that I found originally? Wayne Hag. So we're going to put Wayne in there. Okay, and I'm going to change it over to coherent. I'm going to leave the seed as it is. I'm going to put an no, I'll leave it off for the time being. Hit go. So what are we on now? 1, 2. So this is the fourth evolve. We're down to 330. So what's that? It's used 4 credits so far. It's taking a little bit longer to queue here. So as you can see, I've been messing around this already. I do this quite a lot because, as I say, I really like the Borg. And it's a good way of showing you how you can start with a very mundane prompt like a Borg cube, or even, I believe, if I show my archive stuff, I believe I actually started with, I started with a cube before, and I kind of got some pretty cool, I ended up with stuff like that, and I think I've even got more, look, oh, there must be, that one's pretty cool, but started with a starter image for that. I think I got some pretty cool results. Don't know where they are, doesn't matter. So let's have a look. So planet Earth. So Earth is starting to come through now. Where are we? 36%. Again, you can look at the progress images. So it's starting to bring in more of the subject matter. The Borg cube's a bit weird. We may have to kind of try and solidify that. But again, sometimes, it can go a bit crazy. Let's see how long this video's been going for. Okay, that's 15 minutes. So We'll get this popped up. Is that it finished? Okay, so that's it finished. We'll evolve it once more, but this time I am going to, let me have a look at that picture. Yeah, I'm going to bring this down somewhat because I don't like the fact that it's added the earth over there. I was hoping that it would just be down here. I'm going to bring this stuff down a little bit as well. Leave it like that. I'm going to go coherent again. I'm going to try a different seed, see if that helps. And I'm going to put the accuracy boost on this time. So it's going to cost me 2 credits this time. So how are we doing? 1, 2, 3, what are we at? 328. So that's 6 credits it's cost me so far. It's queued. So I'll just let you see some of the stuff in the Night Cafe Lounge. So there's a general chat, there's your typical off topic. You can even talk about crypto and NFTs if you're into that stuff. I've just started that process myself. I might actually make some videos on how to set that up as well, maybe. But you get all kinds of stuff in here. You also get, there's a great place where you can go in and make suggestions, or if you've got any problems. They're really responsive. You know, they've been listening to us from day one. I think when I joined there was like 300 people in this room. It's got to be going crazy now. 3,400. It just went ballistic. I've been in here 4 weeks. So it's become really popular. You've got people who use you can share modifiers and they show you what they're doing. You've got the wiki, we've got comparison studies. There's so much information in here to really help you out for once you get running. Now we have a green blob. Excellent. The green blob Borg ship. Although, to be fair, the Borg, they did have, there is a circular ship, I think it was in one of the movies, the Borg sphere. How cool is that? Well, it's cool if you're a Star Trek geek. But yeah, that one, I believe that went through time in one of the movies. Okay, so let's have a look. It's again the cube it's not as great as I would like, but it's okay, I suppose. The planet I've got above the planet there, so that's pretty cool. 36% still going. The actual other planet over here seems to be getting obliterated a little bit, which is what I was hoping for. By bringing that weight slider down a bit, but again it's not finished yet, so it may just pop out yet. But hopefully this has given you a good overview of what it is that we're trying to do here, and how by adding little bits and bobs we can refine the outcome to try and get as close as possible to the idea that we've got now. I think I should be able to show you. My niece loves unicorns, so I thought I would try and make her some unicorns. So I'll show you where we started. My very first one. Okay, so I started and I got that. Now, you know, I love my niece. I don't want her to have nightmares about unicorns, but I went and found a license-free unicorn image. I put in a small prompt, very basic, just went straight to artistic, and that's what it gave me. But I evolved it, you know, I took some time and I continued to evolve it, and over time I got to there, then I got to this one here. Then it went I got all techie with it, and then I kind of lost it with that. So I found another image, a license-free image through Google, and evolved it into these. Now these are really nice looking, but I don't think my niece would appreciate what it is. So I kept going, and eventually I got to something like this. You know, it's a bit mental, but I started getting a bit crazier with the prompts to see what was going on, and I just kept going and kept kind of chipping away at it. I'm not actually finished with that yet, because the one that I have left, you know, I got to this, the one, my final outcome through that process, oh, it must be in the other one. It's something I like, and I think other people might enjoy it, but I'm not sure if a kid would quite understand it. And again, I'm not sure if it would freak her out, because like the eyes are a bit weird, but I like that as a piece of art. But it took me ages just to get there, so I will need to keep readapting it. I finally started trying other stuff. You know, I've got a watercolour here with a, I guess you could call it a unicorn, and I just done it very simple. You know, a nature scene of a unicorn. I used this guy because he's a watercolour painter, I believe. Artwork, beautiful colour concepts. You know, that's it. Just to try and get something for my niece that I can get printed up for her. So that's ended up pretty cool. I like that a lot. So we've got there with this. We've used 6 credits, and we've got that. So I'm going to stop this now, because as I said, I only wanted the videos to be about 15 minutes. But I'll move on to the next video, and I'll see you in the next video, and we'll continue with this to see if we can adapt it any further. Thanks for watching.